Good morning. It is Thursday and we are making it through another week, so it's all good. I am Jane Odom and I am here today to talk to you about some of the fun activities on the AAC Language Lab. So today we're going to talk about a lesson plan. It's a stage 2 lesson plan, and it is on the lesson cars. So a lot of our kids like to use cars and play with cars, so this can be kind of motivating. But this one's a kind of a unique lesson plan because it is utilizing vocabulary builder sets. So this is going to be for the PRC devices, for the accent. And if you have an accent, if you have a communication device, the accent device, and you want to utilize the vocabulary builder sets, what they basically do is they allow you to focus on certain vocabulary, and it basically hides everything else. So for that lesson, you can have limited vocabulary, and it's so easy to do. You simply hit your toolbox up here, and it's going to take you onto this screen, and there is a button here that says Vocabulary Builder. And I know I've got a glare here, I apologize. And now I have all these vocabulary builder sets already built into the device. And so I'm going to choose the car one. And what it's going to do is it's going to hide all of the other vocabulary that we're not going to utilize for this lesson and only show us the ones that we need. So that kind of takes the visual, just like all the icons off of there, so the student can really focus on what they're doing. And so with this lesson plan, you can print this little vocabulary builder activity guide out, and what it's going to do here at the bottom is it's going to tell you what words to focus on and how you can model. And so if it gives you what to say if you're working with somebody that's a one-word communicator, and then things that you can model for kids that are starting to build phrases and sentences. Also with the lesson is going to be a, is going to be a book. And so we try to find books that are going to be fun and motivating, that basically talk about whatever the topic is. So this one is cars. And so as you're using your vocabulary builder set, or if you're working with a different device, then you can see that the words are highlighted that are going to be the target vocabulary words. So you can read the story with your student or with your child, and they can find the words that are in bold. So I suggest reading the books a couple different times. And so the first time you may just read it, and then the second time you read it, you may try to have them find the target vocabulary words. And then another time you read it, maybe you talk about other things that are based on the story. So it says, push a car to make it go. Well, what else could you do to make a car go? You could kick it, or you could push down the gas pedal. So you can talk to them about all other kinds of things that you can do with the car. And the same with them. Cars crash, cars honk. What else do cars do? And allow the student to freely explore their device and find all that other vocabulary. Okay? Also with the lesson plan is going to be a writing template. Now the writing templates are going to have blanks. So it's good. This one has a sentence starter, and the student would fill in the word. If you are using a dedicated device that has computer emulation features, you can use the device to type. So what you're going to do is you will attach the device to your computer. Make sure in the output menu that you turn it on so that it recognizes the other computer. And if you need instructions for how to do this, just comment and I can send you a link to how to set all this up. So you can do it with a USB cable, and basically your computer is going to recognize the device as an alternative keyboard. And the other thing that you can do is we have a Bluetooth adapter that can go into your computer, and you turn this on, you pair it with the device, and you don't need a cable, and it's all wireless, which is really kind of cool. And the kids absolutely love the computer emulation, especially if you're working with older kids, like 5th graders, 6th graders. Sometimes they're not as motivated to use their device, but when they see their device do something on the computer, that can be really motivating for them. So we have a variety of templates on the lab that you can utilize to practice writing. And practicing writing is fabulous. And if you've been to my live sessions, you've heard me say it before, is that when you write, you can edit. And that way, for those kids that everything has to be perfect, you take the stress out of that, because they can type something and then say, oh no, I didn't want to say that, and delete it, and it goes away, and they can type something else. So this template is just like the purple car will not, the brown car cannot, the white car is not, and there's just little sentence starters, and the students can fill in the words. And then they can do this a variety of different ways. So they can write it with totally different vocabulary the next time, or you could actually modify this and then maybe put stickers on here, and now they can write about, you know, a minion or whatever you have stickers for, whatever you want to do. So change it up and use the template a variety of different ways. All right, but the writing part, I really believe in teaching language through writing is incredibly powerful. So not only can you work on vocabulary, but you can also work on sentence structure. You can work on grammar and punctuation, all those good things. Finally, with this lesson plan, we have a bingo game. So this is focusing on colors. So you can work on colors with your student. So there are all these different bingo boards, and each one is different. So you can play as a family. If you are doing teletherapy, or you mom are doing homeschooling now because your kid is at home, bingo is a really fun thing that you can do with the whole entire family. So there's a couple different ways that you can do this. So we have the bingo cards, and so you can play bingo a variety of different ways. So you might have, you have to get a row, like a regular bingo game, or maybe you get all four corners, or maybe you get the whole entire card. And so before the student can put their marker down on their bingo card, they need to find that on their device. So if they're not for sure where things are on the device, make sure you model that ahead of time. Show them where their colors are. So you can say, hey, we're gonna go to our, where am I going? We're gonna go to our rainbow and activate all of our colors. And so you show them how to find that. And you can, then you're gonna activate your truck to get all your transportation. Ooh, I'm going backwards here, so it's kind of fun. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going. So make sure you model it ahead of time before you play. And then maybe the next time you play, the student gets to be the bingo caller. So there's a bingo caller card, and you can cut these up and mix these around, or they can call them any order that they want. And so now the family can play the bingo game, and the student with the device can be the one that's making all the calls. So kind of just another fun way to kind of mix it up a little. So that is our CARS lesson plan.